Hello there, everyone. Wow. Can you imagine? We just stepped into 2022. So, welcome to the first sustainability talk. I go live every week, and at the moment, going live every Tuesday, 12 o'clock, because that is basically what you suggested that I do. That was the best time for you, therefore, it is the best time for me. So I am so happy that you are here. If you are going to join me live, if you are watching the replay, regardless, I am so happy that you are here. So if you're seeing that I'm watching a bit down, it's because I'm watching on LinkedIn here, and here I'm watching at you. I'm looking at you here on Instagram. So what is happening right now is that it's updating. Oh, that's what I'm seeing. Anyway, I would love to dive in on the topic today that so many of my clients are bringing up. It's about confidence, and it's about how to step into authentic confidence. Hi there, Nada. Oh, I'm so happy that you were able to catch me live as well. Oh, this is amazing. So, as I said, today we're talking about confidence. Think about it. Would you love to feel more confident? Would you love to be able to walk into that room, be calm, collected, know exactly what you're going to talk about, and just soak it in and share whatever you wanted to share? Yeah, that is the thing. And I'm going to give you a bit of a spoiler alert today. And I think for those of you who know me, it doesn't come as a surprise. But the big secret, that is not such an obvious secret anymore, to confidence is actually feeling. The secret is the feeling. So when you wake up in the morning, who's in charge over you in the moment you wake up? What are you thinking about? The first thing you wake up and you're thinking about that. What is that? Share with me. If you want to share in the chat, please go ahead and share in the chat. I would love to hear. What do you think about the first thing you wake up in the morning? Now, this is one of the key things. We forget that what we think about in the morning is what we are giving the power to. So imagine that you're waking up in the morning. Do you think about work? Do you think about your boss? Do you think about your kids? Do you think about your spouse? What is it that you're thinking about? Now, that is the thing that is taking focus from you. Now, that is where you are giving power. Hello there, Mohammed. Nice to see you. Amira, lovely to see you as well. Hi there. Yeah, when you wake up in the morning, what's usually the first thing you think about? I would love to share a bit about why feelings is the secret to confidence, why you want to be intentional with your feeling. Because imagine that you wake up in the morning and you have whatever level of stress, and the minute you wake up and you're going to work, let's say you're going to have a meeting with a lot of opinionated people. I mean, I work predominantly with women in male-dominated industries. Just 1 second here. Sorry, I just want to delete somebody here who's disturbing me. So imagine that you're stepping into your day. Sorry. You're stepping into your day. You woke up with this feeling of, I have so much to do, everything on the agenda. You're being pulled in all areas. Your kids here, your spouse there. You may be running late, either into a Zoom meeting or into the meeting in the office. And you're thinking about something on the outside. How is that affecting the way of which you show up in this meeting? So imagine you're having a meeting, a board meeting. You're having maybe an appraisal meeting. Maybe you are having a conversation later in the day with your partner or your spouse. And you are in this feeling of havoc. How confident do you feel you are in that moment? How much do you really trust yourself when all these emotions are raging around? Yeah, feeling is a secret, including to stepping into your confidence. Now, this is where we want to be super aware, and we want to really get to know ourselves of what makes me tick, what makes me feel amazing. And I want to share something with you because I'm going to give you 3 steps today. Hi there, Laura. Oh, I love that. The morning routine and getting into the right frame of mind is key to having a positively productive day. Exactly. And this is a lot of the things that I'm talking about, where we're kicking it off with a morning routine. Now, I want to share one thing in this morning routine or ritual that I like to call it, that is the essence of how to step into confidence. And I read this in this beautiful book that I was gifted by Nada Ahmed. Nada, you're on the call today. Nada is one of my amazing clients and a very good friend and a fellow panelist and keynote speaker. And she's up to some amazing stuff. So pay attention to her with agile leadership. I wanted to just read something. This book is called Atlas of the Heart, and it's the latest book from Brené Brown. And a lot of the book is actually about what I call the undercurrent. You know, when you feel down, when you feel shame, when you feel overwhelmed. So there was one chapter in this book that really got my attention. You see, this is what I say is the key to solving the whole thing. And the chapter is number 11, and it's called Places We Go When Life is Good. I want to flip that around to say it's not just a place we go to when we feel good. We want to go there to feel good. All right? Hi there, Cecilia. So nice to see you as well. I love everyone on the call today. So, yay, Nada. I know, big smile seeing the book. So here, Brené is talking about an interview she had with Dolly Parton. And Brené is then, in her book, referring to Dolly's own book. And it says here, in Dolly's gorgeous book, Song Teller, she tells the story of Kevin Costner's office calling about using I Will Always Love You in a movie. Dolly had worked with the person who was doing the music for the film, liked him, and said yes. She writes, but that was the last time I heard of it. Then one day I was driving my Cadillac back home to Brentwood from my office. I had the radio on, and all of a sudden, I hear this spoken voice say, if I should stay. It caught my ear, but I didn't recognize it. Then, when it went into the music, I thought I was going to wreck the car. I have never had such an overwhelming feeling. I had to pull off the side of the road because it just got bigger and bigger and better and better. I have never experienced a greater feeling in my life than hearing Whitney Houston sing that song for the very first time. Now, can you feel that? I feel it just by reading it. And of course, we all know the song. This is the thing. Do you think that Dolly Parton could close her eyes and immediately bring up this feeling that she had in the car when she heard the song? Yeah. And she knew it so well, that feeling, that years later, she wrote about it in the book. Now, this is the secret. When you want to step into confidence, you want to step into yourself. You want to get to know yourself on such a deep level that you can close your eyes and literally on demand tune in on something that is so inspiring, so powerful, that literally your entire body is going to vibrate. You feel the joy, you feel the happiness, you feel the gratitude from the inside out. You are the power in your life. Power is generated from the inside. So, number one of stepping into confidence is spending time to bring up memories that really got the feelings flowing. Take some time, go back in your life and bring up these moments. And you know if these moments are true moments or if you feel they should be the moments, because you will feel it. You will close your eyes and you will feel it. Only then it is true for you. Like for me, one of the things that really makes my juices flowing, one thing that really makes me feel joy is when I close my eyes, I go to my favorite place by the summer house. Many of you have seen so many pictures of this place on Instagram. I see the fjord, I hear the birds. Every time I close my eyes, every morning I'm doing this ritual, I feel the joy. It's almost like I'm an eagle and I'm floating over the fjord and I'm feeling joy. So the first thing we need to do is to get to know ourselves. So think about that. How well do you know yourself? Okay. So that's number one. Number two, when you get up in the morning, before you get anyone in, taking charge over your life, taking charge over your confidence, you take that power back in your life. You wake up with it. So one of the ways to do this is give yourself some time before you do anything in the morning to close your eyes and bring up the vision you have that creates joy. Think about Dolly Parton closing her eyes, feeling the joy as she heard Whitney Houston sing. What's yours? What is yours? So you bring that up. Now, what is happening is that your entire body is supporting you. It is showing up. It's giving you all the hormones that is open you up. And when you're expanded, now you go out and create. You feel joy. When you're expanded, when you feel this level of joy, you are so confident. You trust yourself. And remember, confidence is a very basic concept. Confidence is trust in yourself. Now, the secret though is the feeling. The body will only act upon the feeling. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't help if you wake up and you say, I'm so confident, I'm so confident, I'm so confident. When your body says, excuse me, Missy, I do not feel confident. I feel like I'm drowning. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling chaotic. I feel weak. I feel like I'm not good enough. Who do you think you are telling me you're confident? You know. Now, the hack is to step into your feeling, because when you feel and flow, when you bring up memories and the body says, hey, I know this one, I feel it. Now you start rewiring yourself, you start reprogramming yourself. So you do that. The third thing I want to say is a way to amplify. How can you amplify the feeling? I love what Pam Grout is suggesting in her book, which is called You Squared. Fabulous book. She has created a playlist, okay? A playlist that she kicks in the morning. And I'm doing this. I've shared that with my clients. I've shared this with my masterminders. And it is a happy song, happy playlist in the morning. So for me, one of the songs that I use to amplify my emotions after I've gone through a longer part of my ritual is to turn on a song called Happy by Pharrell Williams. Let me check on the comments here. Let's see. Yeah, I know it's a big smile to see the book there, Nada. Absolutely. So let's see. I'm not sure if I managed to see all the comments here. Well, if you have any questions, go ahead, tap them in the chat. Actually, it's a bit difficult on LinkedIn to see all of you here, but I love seeing you all. So let me scroll. Now, what I invite you to do is to go back and just spend some time and journal. What makes you feel really happy? Okay, what makes you come alive? And what you're then going to do is that you're going to shift the feeling in the morning by stepping into that. Because if you imagine you wake up in the morning and you're feeling pretty stagnant, that feeling of stagnant is going to be turning into a force during the day. And when you're using a force, then you're forcing yourself to do things. You're forcing yourself to show up in a certain way. And when you're forcing yourself, you're more receptive to what everyone else around you is saying, because you're feeling a burden. You're carrying all the burdens upon you. Okay. So good question. Thank you. I'm jumping off here. Laura, yes. How do you recover from the post-Christmas slum? That is such a powerful question. Thank you for asking, Laura. Yeah. First of all, we want to know, what kind of slump is it? Is it that I have been laying low for so long? I have been staying in bed for so long, woke up late every morning for so long that I don't know how to kickstart? Or is it maybe due to I haven't really felt well? Regardless what it is massive self-care. Yes, so even if you've had amazing days, amazing time with your family, when I'm talking about massive self-care, is literally you're turning inwards instead of giving all the attention to your family, the cooking, the festivities, and everything that is happening. It's to sit down and literally ask yourself, what am I feeling in this moment? So I hear, Laura, you're saying a Christmas slump. You're feeling a Christmas slump. Okay. What is that feeling telling me that I need more than anything? Do I need a slower start of the year? Do I need to go out for a walk? Do I need to drink more water? Do I need to fuel my body with healthier food? So one of the ways to get out of that Christmas slump is to take some time and just ask yourself, why is it? Your body's going to answer. Is it because you haven't been feeling well? Or is it because you've been out of the routines? Sometimes getting back to routines is the way in. So for those of you who are practicing morning rituals, where you are spending time visualizing, you spend time connecting with yourself, you are journaling, one of the key things is to get back to your ritual. And this is one thing I have learned. the more you resist something, in particular when we've gone through holidays and all this, kind of we resist getting back to the normal, the more you resist something, the more you're just going to dive in and just do that. So if you resist getting up early in the morning, get up early in the morning. If you resist doing your visualization or your journaling, go ahead and do it before anything else. Go all in on that. But listen to your body. Now that, how do you make sure the feeling lasts? Often it's fleeting, it goes away, and self-doubt kick in. Very, very powerful question, and absolutely perfectly normal, because it's ebb and flow. It's ebb and flow. Now, the key to staying in the highest level of feel good is to get super aware of, first of all, what they are. What are the feelings? What are the things that you know you can have a look at that makes you feel in a certain way? We want you to look for things that makes you feel good. We want you to step in and say, I have an intention today to look for things that make me feel good. We've all heard about, if you want to buy a red car with white leather seats, you think that you're the only one that has it. Well, the minute you have made your decision and actually going to buy it, suddenly you're starting to see a lot of red cars, even with white leather seats. So when you go looking for something, you start to see it. And when you see it, we start to feel it. This is why we visualize. So to your question, it is fleeting. The question is why. If something is just showing up as a kind of a fleeting experience, it is very often because there's something holding you down. So we want to know, what is that? What is it that you return to saying to yourself when you step into self-doubt? What is the message that you're giving yourself in self-doubt? It can be, I'm not good enough. It can be, I'm not safe. I'm not worthy. What is it that you step into when you're feeling a level of self-doubt? And then ask yourself, how true is it really what I'm saying to myself right now? How true is it really that my idea is really bad? How true is it really that my decision was really crap? Because either you know it and then you can go ahead and do something about it, or you don't know it. And then you let that go. So when you want to step into a level of feeling good again, you want to have an understanding of elements that makes you feel good. One of the key areas is the way of which you speak to yourself. If you are starting to see that you're talking like, oh, I should do that, I have to do that, shift it around, mind your language, shift it around and say, I get to do that. I get to do that. I get to go to work. I get to work on that presentation. I get to cook dinner for my children. I get to. So the way of which you can change your emotion is the way you speak to yourself. It's the way you speak to yourself. So I hope that was helpful. Nada, Laura? Yes. Beautiful. So the secret of everything is actually the feeling. And when we know that the way of which we can step in and level up our confidence is to connect to a feeling that is good, that is true, because you have experienced it, that's where you want to go. So go also, thanks, Laura, a pleasure. So going back to your question now about the feeling there of self-doubt, when self-doubt kicks in, it is to be aware of it first. And a lot of the work that we do, when I'm working with my clients, when I'm working with amazingly powerful women, we all come into this phase of, I doubt myself, I feel insecure. Now, you want to step into being aware first. You want to know yourself first. Hi there, Laura. Oh, we have two Laura. Laura McDonald. Hi, nice to see you again. So this is also why it's so important to spend time on knowing yourself. So one of the things that I'm doing now is I'm super excited because I'm having the workshop of Next Level Purpose workshop, which is kicking off on Wednesday and Thursday this week. And what we're doing there is we're in a room, a virtual room of amazing, powerful, inspiring women that want to step into a deeper level of understanding themselves. I mean, what is the purpose? Because when you know your purpose, you can, with ease, say no to things and say yes to bigger things. But we need to know that. We need to establish that, because the world tend to tell us what to do, tell us what your purpose. It should be this, it should be that. Just think about your education. Very often we have an education because the system told us once upon a time that that is a very good place to be. And then you reach wherever you want to reach, and you think, and why am I not happy right now? I thought I have everything I wanted. And now something is happening. So in this Next Level Purpose workshop, we're diving in on figuring out, what is the real purpose? What is your purpose? What drives you? What inspires you? A lot of this feeling is there as well. We work on feeling. We're working on connecting to confidence. And when you know yourself, you're so confident. It doesn't matter what other people say. Really, who cares? Stop conforming. Stop conforming. And then on the Thursday, we kick in on the zone of genius. That zone of genius is when you love what you're doing and you're actually really good at what you're doing. And then when we bring this together with your purpose, you have the sweet spot. And that's, again, when you know that you have the highest level of trust in yourself, you have the highest level of confidence in yourself, the world changes. So that is happening this week. And I'm going to rerun this workshop in the end of January. So for those of you who would love to join in, just DM me. I am going to also share some details on it. And for those of you who are joining me on Wednesday, tomorrow, I cannot wait to be in the room together. And I actually also did this with my mastermind group, which is Next Level Purpose Mastermind, another amazing community that is going to be open up again to another concept, actually, in end of February. So I'm going to keep you in the post and in the loop for that as well. With that, I'm going to leave you and love you. Remember, the 3 steps is to identify what really makes you tick. What memory is it that you can bring up? Think about Dolly Parton when she heard Whitney Houston singing, hearing her own words, the feeling, closing her eyes and stepping in there, and that vibration that you do. Then write this thing down, create your own list of all these experiences, and use it in the morning to close your eyes before you get overwhelmed with everything else that is taking your power away. Confidence is when you trust yourself, and you're going to step into this every single moment of the day when you start to remembering this. And the third one is find your own amplifier. My amplifier in the morning is Happy by Pharrell Williams, just turning on the music after I've done my rituals, and I feel amazing. And I know that you can feel the same. And when you do that, you're stepping into that feminine level, that when you trust the process, the world is going to change for you. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you next Tuesday, same time. And I look forward to hearing from you. DM me, comment, whatever you want to do. Bye for now.